And then they got 10,000 supporters. The end. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Wes Talbot. I'm a senior designer, and I am the LEGO designer on the pop-up book. The LEGO Ideas pop-up book comes with 2 stories, Little Red Riding Hood, and then you can swap that out for Jack and the Beanstalk, and they both come with the minifigures you need to play out the stories. LEGO Ideas is this really great project where fans of LEGO have a chance to pitch their own ideas for sets. Pop-up book is the latest project that Grant Davis and Jason Alleman pitched as an idea, and we liked it so much, it seemed really unique, so we decided to make it. So the first thing we did was we took a look at the model that Grant and Jason sent us, the reference model. I looked at the function of it to see how that would hold up, and they did a really great job. I did a lot of exploration, and in the end, I didn't really need to change much about it. It was perfect.
It's a pretty cool story between Jason and Grant because they don't actually live in the same state in the United States, so they actually had to work via the internet to see how can they get that function together and what would be the look and design of it.
We knew we wanted to decorate it quite a bit, so I had to figure out what element should we have that we decorate. So I got the really big 8x16 tile because we could get the biggest coverage possible. And then I also really wanted to do something cool for Jason and Grant. And so we decided to have the 1x6 tiles with their names printed on them, similar to as if they were the authors of the book. Grant and Jason pitched the project with kind of a Red Riding Hood story, but with the potential for other stories. And we landed on Jack and the Beanstalk because it had a really impressive vertical function with the beanstalk coming out of the book. I really liked trying to solve the function with the beanstalk, as I call it, because it's made out of Lego beams. It was quite a lot of tricky things to figure out how to get it open with the string without the string getting caught and things like that. So anything like that, it's like a puzzle. There's a lot of those that happen in Lego models, and that's my favorite part of solving them.
The biggest challenge for me designing the minifigs for this set is how do you create iconic characters from your childhood stories into something new and fresh and Lego-fied. We had to figure out which minifigures can we include into this set. Obviously we're going to have Little Red Riding Hood and the grandma, but then also how do we incorporate the wolf? In the story, he swallows the grandma. I designed it in a way where he's actually wearing these tattered up pajamas that the grandma were wearing as a disguise to fool Little Red Riding Hood. There are a couple Easter eggs in this set. You have the micro scale version of Jack that you put right next to the giant, and it makes him look bigger. The giant has the golden goose that Jack tries to rescue in his pocket, but also he has a golden egg as well. He has some barrels to represent his scale, and also some minifigure heads that I wanted to put in there because that's cool.
The background of the book had to be a color that would work with both stories, and so we landed on green. We chose the dark green, so you'll get a few new bricks in this dark green color, a 1x12 brick, the hinge brick, and also the new 1x1 by 5 plates tall with 2 studs on the side brick. It's really cool to see all the models that I've built in the shops, especially sometimes I like to watch and see people in the shop, the ones that gravitate towards it and what they say about it. I think people will really like the pop-up book because it's quite different from what we normally offer at LEGO. It's something you might not expect to see, or it kind of breaks the boundaries of what you think LEGO can do.
We've never actually done a function that way, and so also it creates the opportunity for potential stories that people can build on the side with the bricks that are in the box or not in the box that they have personally, but I think it's very unique. Working with Wes was very inspiring because Wes, outside of LEGO, is a ridiculously talented artist in general. So working with him was just the opportunity to learn from him and also hear his feedback and how can we make the graphics better. Yeah, ever since I was a little girl, I played with toys. Toys were everywhere. So I drew stuff and then played with blocks and video games. And then I knew that I wanted to be somehow a toy designer when I grew up. So then now I saw that posting of Lego and I decided to apply on a whim. And then now I'm here.
When I was growing up, I was always playing with Lego as often as I could, sometimes 8 hours a day. And I would have a room in the basement that was devoted to it, so I never had to clean up, which was great. My advice for anyone that would want to become a Lego designer is obviously keep building, but also stretch yourself and try new things, and also try to build things that look like they could be a play set. Think about the play and not just the look of a model.
My advice to people who want to be Lego designers is not to underestimate yourself and keep practicing. As cliche that sounds, your more practice you get, the better your portfolio is, the more impressive you are.